Departure lounge. What were you telling him about me? I saw you talking to him. What were you saying? You were over there talking. I saw you say me. About your audience size, your emerging markets and poets, your low overhead, bangs and bangles, your posture and grammar. Did you say, "This here's Miss Bonnie Parker, we rob banks"? I said, second of all, a pistol does not automatically go off by being dropped on the floor. Okay, I heard you mention Christmas. Did you say it still works in prison? I said, jail's nothing to them. They're in and out. I'm no lover boy, and both of your mothers call you Bertie. Behind my back, outside my window, in the dark, all the way to the escape clause? You're a real trial and error, you are. I said you were spotted making out in Montreal and Moncton. Whew, that's great. Saves me having to tell the details. Thanks so much. Let me give you a hug. Echoing down of light. Whatever shadows there are, it is the one at the moment of attention, of seeing here on this morning a small leaf perched above a larger leaf, which holds the shadow of something smaller than itself, although, in shadow, larger than it is. This tiny top leaf cast upon its welcoming sister in this way. How we love the other children of our parents, or wish, or try. We say, hurrying into speech, "There's lots of time, take it easy, with yesterday, tomorrow, and today, and you know what?" And then these pools of shadows that move like secrets are everything. How many times do I have to? Strips of indifference fresh from the paper shredder, things that seemed important at the time, the way a poignant moment can go up in smoke and, as he said, into the corners of the evening. No, not Pound, the other one who went to England. Who am I thinking of? You know who I mean. It becomes a fault for not being a mind reader, a momentary irritation that branches off into wisps or curlicues that remind us of dollar signs. I'd been trying all morning to remember that sign for the British pound, something like an L. It's true I am partially greedy, which means I'm mostly too lazy to shoplift or steal a swung vase from the shelf in this gallery. It never works out anyway, like the time I got the TV stand into the van, but we didn't have a place to live. You can't keep everything in mind. So where were we? Oh yes, Scotland. No, that spot was near Belfast. But we did use the same currency, at least you did. I'd lost my wallet, couldn't find my pocket. Lines upon line. How many lines begin with "at the end"? Did the line determine how she filled it? The last line on the last page is no example. There was one complaint that the line is obscene or obscure. There is one complete passage that takes 9 lines. 5 lines are back to front, and the other 4 ellipsed. The spread of a line has the look of a meaning. The look of a line is casual announcing and omitting connectives. A line is thin. A thin, bare line can a lot. It is able and capable of ample. It is once or every fourth. In a first skimming, she grasped a few felicitous lines. A line that supposedly explains what isn't grasped. From line to line how it speaks. Oh, O you of the playful animating line of manic mocking monologue, forbidding assignment rising from any line. Please take your thoughts is the shortest line and will come at the end. Precursors. The look of a word is also a meaning. It looks staringly. Intention abdicates, and you set it down. Woods, he wrote. Lovely, dark, etc. Ah, yes, I find that won't do. I need to mind the hidden, seeing with a touch of sense. One from the other, all things touch, so they are in poem. Voice formed from life, not personal property. Whose woods these, itinerantly and with easement? No anxiety influence, grand march of saturations, she writes, unquoted, enthusiastic thanks. Recursus. The philosopher on the footbridge said, if you are sad, you believe in sadness. The birds are not flying. On this day of all days, if you see a common pintail among the mallards, it is rare. A siren is wailing, and in this city of all cities, if another black boy has been shot, the white men will be saying, my son. The church bells are clanging. If you are a closed mouth singing, you are nearer to tears. If I say I believe, I am not a believer. Mimical Creek is sparkling on this morning of all mornings. I say it is enough to make me a believer. It is a clear sign. O self is just another sign. Behold on the west bank, two friends seemingly, let's say happily. Stone is a wad of gum, leaf is a gum wrapper. There were long lists of old things and new things as yet unlisted, which brings me round to those hang-up phone calls. Were you crossing things off a list till you were left with only harass and backpedal? It was pretty annoying, and I was thinking of getting an unlisted number, but then you stopped, and I was dejected. Ah, yes, life does have a way of falling behind as it catches up. You were gone long before the phone calls which displayed private caller. There were lists of synonyms for things like toast, pretend, bachelors. Bachelors, that could be single guys, right? Someone says, I don't think so, because the bachelors are shaving daily and noting smooth faces. The single guys are shaving their heads bald. They want locks, but got stuck with tufts. They say fuck it and shave the works. The bachelors double brush and say, mother. As for us, we both wanted to be included on the right lists. You liked the idea, and I was already there and unconcerned. Funny how in those days you thought of me as a long-lost twin, though I was way older. These days, it's an open hand coming clean.